Welcome to episode 7 of the Can't Take Us Anywhere podcast.
Yeah.
We're celebrating today because I just had the very last period of my entire life. Cheers to that.
I wish it was me.
No more period because no more uterus. They're taking out my uterus next week, which I knew I was going to need to do. We've been pigging out all week to celebrate my last period because what else would you do to celebrate your
you
final...
already eat like trash on your period anyway. We might as well justify it.
Yeah, so no more menstrual cycles for me.
Wait, so no more eating trash on your period?
Well, not true because I'll still have my hormones.
Okay.
I'm still going to have my ovaries.
So when you hit PMS, just be like, okay, we got to eat trash.
Yeah, exactly. So as far as I understand, I'm removing my uterus but keeping my ovaries. So I'll still have hormones. I'll still have, the mood swings. I'll still have all like the worst stuff minus the bleeding. But that's fine. I'd rather keep my hormones,
Jeez, tell me about it.
I don't want to be on artificial hormones in my 30s.
Oh,
The last part of my 30s, albeit, but still.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll never have another menstrual cycle again.
Lucky.
It's weird, though, because, I never wanted kids before my entire life. Even when I was a kid, I knew I didn't want kids. I never liked kids.
You knew early on.
But now that I'm about to not have the ability to have them, even though I never wanted them, still don't want them. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird thing to know that you could if you wanted to, but you don't want to. So it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's no, you actually can't anymore.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to come to terms with.
Yeah.
It's a major change, but hey, no more bleeding. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, because it's always been a thing in my life. Those things in life that just always kind of happen to you. Every time I've had a flight or a major event in my life, I always start my period before. Always. Always. It doesn't matter. And I'll start it early or late. Maybe it's stress, but it's things that
I think it's stress. I started mine on my wedding day.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I did too, actually.
Or the day before, right around it.
Yeah, something like that.
Close
Definitely
enough
close.
to where it screwed it up.
Yeah, definitely close.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I'm not nervous about flying. I mean, maybe I was in the beginning when I first started traveling, but
not
taking
now.
a flight is no big deal. It's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
On a
Tuesday. So I don't understand where the stress would come from in that scenario.
I think it's an underlying thing that we don't even, we don't sit there and go, oh my God, I'm stressed out. I mean, sometimes we do, but not when we're in the midst of it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I just don't
get
notice.
through it, and then we're like, oh man, I was really stressed out.
But that's always been one thing in my life. When I was running marathons and obstacle course racing, every time I had a race, I would start my period. Every freaking time. I don't know if I've ever ran a race not on my period.
I would even try to plan around it.
Yeah, I try. It doesn't matter. I would start a week before or a week after.
I started mine the day of Europa. When I was backstage.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I bloated out and everything.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
I was just like, that figures.
Yeah. So that's one thing that male competitors don't have to worry about. They don't have to worry about, the possibility of being bloated on competition day.
That pissed me off.
Yeah. They have it easy in some ways. Some ways not, but some ways, yeah.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, man.
Your Aunt Flo is passed on.
Yes.
She's passing on.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to my menstrual cycle. Oh, man.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean...
I get the weird feeling about not having a uterus because they're taking, a piece of you.
Yeah, and they're taking possibilities away.
Right.
Not any possibilities that I wanted.
Right.
But
I mean, if you really wanted a kid, you could adopt. Or just marry somebody with kids, or just hook up with somebody with kids.
I mean, I've already been married to someone with a kid, and she's great. And, you know.
I mean, whatever.
It's fine.
I don't agree with bringing kids into this world right now anyway.
Well, the thing that people tell me, like Bruce said the other day, he was like, and people tell me sometimes, like, well, who's going to take care of you when you're old? And I'm like, who says I'm going to be old?
Yeah, I would never expect my kid to
might
take care
die,
of me when I'm old.
You know what I mean? I might die in a few years. We don't know.
I would never expect my kid to take care of me when I'm old.
Well, I mean, it's the natural succession.
It is.
So,
it happens.
You know, that's what people, it's like, that's the natural thing is like, well, we have this need to reproduce so that we have,
I'm scared to death.
Someone around.
I'm becoming unable to wipe my own ass.
Yeah.
Like that terrifies me.
Yeah. Yeah, and there is that underlying thing of like, in theory, if I live that long and I stay unmarried, which is a big probability, maybe I won't have anyone to make those decisions for me and take care of me. Yeah. And a nephew.
And a sister-in-law.
But also I'm not worried about it because
I mean,
I don't know what my life will be. Nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows.
No.
I don't know if I'll be old. Maybe I won't be old. Maybe I won't make it till then. I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. I do know one thing. I won't ever have another menstrual cycle in my life, and that's pretty cool. So
that's really living. That's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get this done now.
Take it out.
Get rid of it. I say the same thing every time I have my period. Take it out.
Yeah. Well, I'll never have to worry about that. Like, you know, the thing that always happens. Like you know,
it's coming. And you're like, and you dread that it's coming.
Right. And I won't have to worry about it ruining.
And it really sucks having to go to work.
Oh, dude, doing anything is like
cramping is like.
And you're in such a bad mood.
I'm curious, since you're keeping your ovaries, I want to know if you're going to cramp. Like,
we fit in a C.
Wouldn't that suck?
Yeah,
to cramp and not bleed?
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder.
That would be weird.
I wonder how much of the things are going to remain and what's going to go away.
Like your body might have to get used to it, like you said.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll have to fall in. Like, according to my doctor, nothing, like, sexual desire doesn't change. Hormones don't change. You know, as far as my hormonal makeup, nothing changes. But yeah, that doesn't explain, well, do I still bloat? Do I still have cramps?
Yeah.
He said I would still have mood swings. So I assume that everything else would remain the same other than I just don't bleed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. We fit in a C.
We fit in a C.
I will report back.
Yeah, right.
Every week on the podcast and let you guys know what happens to my body. It's happening next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
I don't like taking your dog to go get fixed.
Yeah. I love how you just compared my hysterectomy to getting your dog fixed.
Well, more like tubes tied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know why I said that? You know why I said that?
Why?
Because when I took Witten to get her tubes tied, it was like a classic cartoon. Like, they called us back, and the nurse came out. The assistant came out and got her, took the leash from me, and I'm dying inside because this is my baby.
Oh, he's fine.
She sits down and does not budge, and they had to drag her with her back legs out like this because she's on a slippery floor.
I know the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And they're dragging her because she sees just behind these doors, she sees these beds or tables, operating tables, lined up like
she's like, no, Mama, they're gonna kill me. No, you don't know what you're doing.
Like an assembly line.
Uh-huh.
And the doctor just goes down, does this one, cleans up, does this one, cleans up.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah, man, it's brutal. But it has to be done.
Oh, poor little Tink.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I thought just now, I was like, when you
go into think of me
when you go into surgery on Tuesday, when you go into surgery, you're gonna be like,
I'm just
holding on to the door jamb.
I'm one
You
of
can.
10.
Like, yeah.
Just
Or are
lined
you
up.
going to be like throwing a party and like, woo, let's get
I
this
don't
done.
know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm actually more anticipating the recovery.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right. My friend had it done, and she was good. She was moving around and doing stuff the next day. She had an allergic reaction though to some kind of medicine they gave her before the anesthesia or something, and so she had a reaction to that. But other than that, she was like, nah. I mean, other than the fatigue, like they said.
They said the fatigue is going to be really bad. He told me you'll feel like you can do stuff, but you don't need to do stuff.
Yeah, and she said it took about a month for the fatigue to get back to normal.
Yeah, that's about what he said, 6 to 8 weeks. A month and a half.
Well, we ain't got shit to do, so.
I mean, yeah. Well, we were talking last week about how people are perpetually in your way.
At the grocery store.
Yeah. Last week we were talking about how at the grocery store and also people falling in front of your car.
Yeah. Which is so weird. It's
so weird
thing.
It's such a weird thing that always happens to you, and I've been paying more attention to it now that she said it, and I'll be damned if this morning we were not blocked by the same guy in every aisle we went to.
It was raining. It was Monday. It was noon.
Yeah.
Nobody's at the grocery store. There's like 5 customers in there.
Yeah, if that. And it's the same guy every time. And not only was he in our way, like trying to get the product that we were also trying to get, but once he got his product, he would double back and like, instead of going out, continuing on your route, he doubled back and then passed us again, like every single time. And I'm like, oh my God, this really does happen to Tracy a lot, dude.
I still have
A
spinach in my teeth.
lot.
Yeah, it does. Like, I couldn't believe it. And we were...
And then he stood behind us in line.
Yeah, and then he was behind us in line. I turned around and I was like, Jesus, dude. I feel like I'm like, cannot get away from the person. The whole, like, if I tried.
It's the absolute weirdest thing. It's so weird. And it happens all the time. All the time. I don't know what it is. If someone knows what that means, let us know what it do. Because I have no idea. Are we manifesting it?
I automatically attract rednecks. What it is.
But well, that's just because we're in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
90 out of 1.
Yeah, 90-10.
Yeah, 90-10.
It's 90-10.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, things are like that in life. Like I was saying earlier, like every time I have a flight or an event, I start my period. Like there's things that just always happen.
What was another one that you came up with the other day? Didn't you come up with another one that was a little smaller or something that happens to you all the time?
Well, one thing. Well,
I've noticed one, and you may not. You may agree, and you may not.
All right.
But your maps on your phone.
What about them?
Never seem to work.
Yeah, actually.
Like whenever we're like trying really hard to find, and we're driving.
Yeah.
And you'll try to pull up your maps. You'll be like, why is my maps not working?
Yeah, because here it is. The main thing that happened to me a lot in Latin America was it would have the right directions to the place.
Yeah.
But my turning, like when you turn
and it doesn't
and
update,
the little dial. Yeah. And so I'd be walking forever in one direction, look down at my phone and be like, oh, wait.
It does that
and
to
then
me
turn and then start walking the opposite direction and then look and then it's facing the other direction and I'm like, what is happening? What is happening?
That's happened to me before on the walk feature as well.
Yeah, dude, it happened in Latin America.
It's real weird.
All the time. And then now that I'm back in the US, it still glitches out on me. It's weird. I don't know.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. That is a thing. I never even noticed it. I guess I just got so used to it.
Repetitive pain in the asses.
Yeah, repetitive pains in the ass.
Pains in the ass, yeah.
Or just like things that happen. Oh, I have one that people actually get upset with me about.
Like it's your fault?
No, like okay, when I was getting ready to go to Europe, because that was the original plan. I was going to go to Europe. And so I sold everything and got ready to make this huge transition in my life. Got stuck here, blah, blah, blah.
Pandemic.
Well, pandemic, grounded me here for a little while, and then I went to Latin America. But during that time, when I was, selling everything and getting prepared, I made it very public. That's the reason why I went viral on TikTok, is I was doing this big thing where I was leaving my life behind, and I was starting this new journey, and I was going to go traveling, and I was selling all my things, and I was very public about it.
Yeah.
I put it all out there. And so, I went viral. A lot of people saw it. All my friends and family knew what I was doing. Well, and then COVID hit and it didn't happen, and I got stuck, and all of that went away. And it seems like there have been a lot of times in my life where I had something really big coming up, and I told a lot of people, and I was really excited about it, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And so now I don't say a word
I've learned
to
that
anyone.
in my later years, to not tell anybody your next move,
man.
dude, because it's almost like people manifest something to go against you. Or,
I don't know. Is that what it is?
Or it's bad, just
because everyone
maybe
was
it's
really
just bad
supportive.
juju. It's just bad juju.
Yeah, so I stopped, and like when I finally went to Latin America, when I left for Mexico, I didn't tell anyone. I told you and like 2 other super close friends and my mom, and that's it. And those were the only people that knew. And I left, and I was gone for months before I said anything on social media.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know. I felt like
it worked out better that way, right?
Yeah, but I felt like I couldn't say anything while I was there. Like once I got there, I was like, okay, how much time do I give it before I say anything? Because I mean, it's still really fresh, and I could still jinx it, and I could still,
honestly, other than the social media part and your loved ones, it's really nobody's damn business.
It's not. For sure, but like also I had kind of cultivated like this travel page,
right?
Yeah, so like, I enjoyed making content and creating stuff for my followers, but then at a certain point it was like, how much am I giving too much away?
Yeah, like certain things fall through.
Yeah, and it just kind of started to feel like just a hindrance.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word to use, but I kind of fell off of it for sure. But the point is that, I just noticed that, like, if anytime I build something up and tell a bunch of people, like, oh, this is about to happen, it doesn't happen. Yeah. The times that I've stayed silent and not said anything to anyone, those are the times that it's been successful and it's panned out the way that I wanted it to.
Agreed.
So,
yeah.
I don't tell anybody anything anymore. Nothing. I don't say a word. And that's why I say people get mad at me about it, because it's like, well, why didn't you tell me you were going to South America for 2 years? I'm like, well, because it's none of your business, first of all. And second,
I don't need to.
Yeah, true. But the real reason is because I just needed it to be real first. I just need it to be real. And then I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah, get there, make it happen.
But until it's real for me, it can't be real for anyone else. So,
speaking of, what did you miss while you were gone? Because I'm sure when you got back, when you're gone for months at a time, you get back and so much happens all the time in the U.S., dude, and stupid shit too.
I have one that's really been bothering me. Really, really been bothering me.
Something that happened while you were gone?
No, just something.
And you can't figure out why?
Something I don't understand.
Okay.
That is a big thing now in Texas. I don't know about the rest of the United States because I've only been in Texas since I've been back. What the fuck is ranch water? What is ranch water, dude? And why is it a thing? And why is it so big? This was not a thing when I left. And now it's everywhere. Every menu in the stores is ranch water. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It piggybacks another drink, and I think it's vodka soda or vodka tonic. I don't know which one. But it's
vodka tonic?
But ranch water is tequila instead of vodka.
Oh.
It's tequila soda or tonic.
Out of a can?
I mean,
tequila and soda water in a can?
it's not really no ranch waters are served on ice.
Yeah, but you have
On the
ranch water
rocks.
in your refrigerator right
Yeah,
now.
she means the hard seltzers.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, and I've never had a ranch water on the rocks. I've never had one.
Yeah, I mean, I like tequila. I would probably like it like as a drink at a bar. I don't know though.
Hey,
it's just
Siri.
tequila and tonic. Does it have
What's
like
a ranch water?
Oh, Bowie.
It's supposed to be.
Billed as a healthier margarita that's made with tequila, fresh lime juice, and Topo Chico mineral water.
I fucks hard with Topo Chico.
So yeah, lime juice and Topo Chico.
Okay. Well, okay.
So soda
it's
water.
a margarita, basically.
So soda water.
Without,
It's a healthier
without the
margarita.
sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna try ranch water the next time we're out. I know, right? But I gotta try it.
I don't like the taste of tequila. I can't taste tequila in my margaritas.
What about a good smooth tequila?
Maybe Casamigos.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe
I wouldn't be able
Silver.
to do it with like
Yeah,
Jose Cuervo
I don't like
or something like
reposado.
that.
I don't like the taste of reposado.
I do.
I don't.
I do like tequila. It's just I kept
Now,
seeing it in a
mezcal?
can.
Like that mezcal that we.
Yeah.
that
Oh, I
barley-
love mezcal, but that's not tequila.
That's not tequila.
That's mezcal.
But people make margaritas with it and
Yeah.
crap like that.
Yeah, I would have a ranch water with mezcal, but then it wouldn't be ranch water. It
No,
would
but
be
that would be good though,
mezcal water.
because it's smokier.
Yeah, I love mezcal. Actually, tequila is hard for me to drink now
Yeah.
that I know what mezcal is, and shouts out to Mexico.
Yeah.
Mi casa. En mi corazón.
casa.
En mi corazón.
Mi amor.
Soy mexicana. Yeah, so that's one thing. And actually, now that you mention it, funny thing, I actually had this down because I wanted to ask you about
Shane
this.
Torres, I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about this because this is something else that confused me. I was, flipping through my Instagram.
The weird things that you missed out on that happen here that are confusing. This is part of it.
Yeah, so this is something that really confused me the other day on Instagram. One of our favorite comedians, Shane Torres, came across my page, and I'm like, okay, I start watching this, and I'm like, I'm so confused. I have no idea what he's talking about. So let's watch
9
this.
months ago,
I love
a
him.
boat got stuck. Do you remember that?
No.
The boat got stuck, and every cable news network was like, it's decimating the world economy. And we were all like, from a stuck boat? I saw a guy on the news say, I don't know if Greece will be a country after this. From a stuck boat. Like, what's next? Oh my God, a Honda Civic hit a light pole. Now there's no more clean water.
I want to laugh, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know. So there's a channel, and I'm not sure which channel it is, that all of the shipping barges take
So
country to
goods
country.
and whatever.
Goods, and it's real dumb. This shipping container is coming down the channel. It gets stuck sideways like this.
Okay. So it completely blocks the canal.
Traffic.
So that no one
Completely.
can get through.
So,
and so then it stopped
nothing can get through.
global
It stopped.
economy.
Yeah. It stopped
Okay.
Amazon packages, all the shipping places, UPS, FedEx, Amazon, had a warning, like, due to the circumstance. And everybody was blaming it on the economy. And I was like, no, it's not. It's because of the boat.
It's because of the boat. Yeah, and then it got unstuck.
And then it got unstuckted.
and then we moved on, apparently.
I wonder how it got unstuckted.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll Google that, but not right now because
No.
it doesn't sound actually
Moving
that
on.
interesting.
It's
yeah.
not, actually. It was real stupid.
Yeah.
But that's what we do is
Yeah.
report
panic.
stupid shit
That's true.
over here.
That is true. Dummies in the media. Woo woo, number one. It's good to be number one at something, you know.
Yeah, right.
Well, I wasn't here for any of it, but at least now I know what's going on.
The boat.
Yeah.
Anything else that you're confused about? That
No, ranch water's been a big one. And I haven't really said anything because I'm like, every time I open the fridge, I see the 2 cans down there. And then I've noticed at restaurants that we go to, ranch water's on the menu. And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What is ranch water? Because it sounds disgusting. It sounds like the stuff in the trough that the animals drink from.
Yeah.
Well, ranch water.
Ranch
You want
water.
ranch
Go
water,
fill 'em.
hen?
Go
No,
water the
don't.
horses.
Absolutely not. Sounds
Henry?
terrible, but very Texas. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Very Texas.
Very Texas. Well, speaking of Texas, we went and had a steak, or I had a steak.
Oh, yeah.
At Firebirds. Where would you
Oh,
say
yeah.
that is? It's off of what, Mom?
It's off 35 and Heritage Trace.
In
It's
the
at 35
Keller
and Heritage
area?
Trace. Yeah, it's Hazlitt area.
Okay, in
sort
the
of.
Hazlitt area of DFW, if you're interested. We do restaurant reviews every week because we like to eat.
Yeah, a lot.
And so, we're going to pass on our knowledge that we learned to use, guys. Last week we reviewed wings and burgers.
Which we just ate again on Sunday.
Oh my God.
for the game.
So delicious, man. The Nashville hot wings and the fries.
The
The hot fries.
Oh,
They go so hard, man. So hard. Wings and burgers.
yeah, very
off
good.
Of Roof Snow in Keller.
I think
or
there's
Watauga.
more of them, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
The one
It seems really mom and pop though.
yeah,
Really mom and
like
pop.
they're on the up and coming.
Yeah. But the food is phenomenal. Really, really
Delicious.
good. So definitely check out Wings and Burgers off of Roof Snow
And they
in
have a
Keller.
Big menu.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. It's a little pricey, but it's really filling. 2 people can definitely eat a 10-piece wing for sure, and that's like $18.99.
Yeah.
So it's pricey if you're alone, but with another person, you can definitely split something and be just fine.
So we went to Firebirds.
Firebirds, we did.
Last week.
We did.
What'd you think about it? I'd been there before.
So something that you said that I agreed with a lot was that it's a great place for a date night.
Mm-hmm.
It
has that ambiance, yeah.
The ambiance is really nice. That low, soft lighting. The bar is really pretty because they have their bottles arranged by color, and the bottles go all the way up the wall. So it's like blue, green,
Yeah, like
yellow,
a rainbow.
white. Yeah, it was really cool.
It's cool.
The ambiance is really nice. I like it. I also really like kitchens that you can that are
you
open.
can see,
Yeah, I
where
love
they're back
open
there,
kitchens.
Yeah, and you can see everything happening.
Yeah. So they have an open kitchen concept there at Firebirds. So, the cooks, you can see everything that's
Yeah.
going on in the kitchen. I like that.
Yeah.
So the ambiance is great. I had a ribeye,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Was
Yeah,
it ribeye or prime rib?
Prime rib.
Prime rib.
You're right. Prime rib. It was good. It had really good flavor. The only thing I would say is it was a little raw for my liking. I ordered it medium, and it was more like medium rare to rare.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say if you're going to need your steak a little more cooked than rare, you should go a step up. So I should have said medium well,
Mhm.
and it probably would have come out medium.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my only advice. Other than that, food was fantastic. You had a pasta.
Oh yeah, I had the Baja shrimp, and it's like a fettuccine and a cream sauce with shrimp and veggies. But the cream sauce is not heavy at all. It's very, very light. There's not a lot of it on there, and it's really flavorful. And you don't have to take it home because it's not like, I didn't engorge myself with pasta,
Yeah.
but it was a really light pasta, tons of shrimp in it too. It was good. And then I don't remember what Bruce had. I'm sure he had a steak.
Yeah, I think so.
Did he have the
No,
filet?
he had the fish.
Oh,
What was it,
redfish
the-
or
No, it was because I almost got it. Was it a bass? It looked
excuse
really
me.
good.
Yeah.
And he enjoyed it.
Yeah, we like that place. They have great cocktails, and their cocktail menu, They have house cocktails that they have all the time, but
Yeah.
then they have seasonal cocktails, and that menu changes every spring and summer,
Yeah.
fall and winter. So that right now they have all their fall and winter drinks out, and they're so good. There's different ones. The one I got I wasn't happy with because I didn't realize it had scotch in it until after I
Same.
ordered it. I got it down. It was good. They covered up the scotch. Excuse me, what did I just say?
They covered up the cotch.
Yeah. That taste. The cock taste.
The cock taste.
The scotch taste with, a fruity mix,
but it still had that aftertaste.
yeah, you could still taste the scotch, and I'm not a
Yeah.
scotch fan.
I'm not either, and I didn't realize it had scotch in it.
I know.
I started to order a margarita, and then Tracy did her order, and I was like,
That sounds
actually, I think I do want that. So we got the same
good.
thing.
Yeah, I didn't see the rye part in there,
I
but
didn't
it's
even
all right.
look. I just piggybacked off of you.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll get something else different. Oh, is she okay?
Oh my God, she just hit her head really hard. She's
doesn't
fine.
seem to care.
Yeah, she's stretching. She's fine.
Sweet baby girl, are you
Yes.
okay, Mama?
Gimme.
Shake it off.
Okay,
It's
I'm
okay.
okay. I'm
Okay.
okay,
And she
honey.
burped.
Stinky.
Sweet angel.
I think it scared her more than anything.
Yeah,
she's like, oh
poor
gee,
thing.
she's fine.
Oh, by the way, I found out how Ruby. You can cut this out, but I found out how Ruby passed away. The dog, the Doberman on TikTok. Oh God, I love that dog. She had a heart condition. Yeah, that they knew about, and they knew that she. But you know what? They just don't live that long.
Yeah,
The
Dobermans don't live
They
that long.
don't. I think my neighbors lived to 10, and that was a long time for 10 or 11. Yeah. Anyway, sorry to bring you down again, but
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like just chilling the other day, and Tracy's like, oh my God, Ruby died. And I'm like,
I was
who's
in
Ruby?
tears.
And she's like, this dog that I follow on TikTok. And she's like, here, look. And I'm like, I don't want to, I
She's
don't want to
precious.
know. I don't want to know. And Tracy's like, but look. I'm like, I don't want this.
oh no, I was
I don't
trying
want
to
any
show
of
you.
this.
I was trying to show you his new dog.
Yeah, but then that's sad too. I can't. I can't. So it was forced upon me. So now I know about Ruby.
Ruby was sweet baby.
Her the one. Her's real cute. And then after you showed me, I knew who she was. She's fine. She's licking her vagina now. She's without a care in the world. Just, she's
She
fine.
keeps herself pristinely clean.
She's fine.
pristinely clean.
Yeah,
she's
she
def-
does.
She's definitely
she
an
licks her vagina a lot, dude.
she's definitely an inside dog.
Yeah, for sure.
You can tell she's an inside dog.
Today we were standing out there looking at the rain, and she's just like, hey. She would barely step outside. We had to
She
call her
can't stand it.
outside. She's
I
like,
know.
oh, I don't like
She
it.
doesn't like the
I
rain.
don't like. It's windy and rain, and I don't like. She knows we're talking about it. So, I have been doing something lately that I've kept under wraps until recently. But I'm a huge fan of Your Mom's House podcast.
Yes.
And this hails back to old school YMH.
Okay.
There is a question that they've posed that
Okay.
I've said it many times.
Okay.
Do farts push the poop out? Or does poop push the farts out? The age-old question.
This is a legitimate question.
It is a
actually.
legit question.
Because there's so many principles.
Yeah, honestly. And have you ever thought of that until it was
now.
posed? Yeah, never. But really, which is it? Do they push or do they?
I think it's a pull.
I think it's a pull too.
Because of gravity.
Yeah,
Period.
I think it's a pull also.
I think your fart is pulling out the poop. I cannot
Same.
believe I am talking about this.
Well, you can thank Your Mom's House podcast, and I am thanking them for the wonderful time that I have had and the wonderful content that I've gotten from this off of Tinder. Because
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
You
that's
remember,
hilarious.
Did I tell you?
Yes.
So
On your profile it says question
I
for
figured.
science.
Yes. So here's my profile on Tinder. I figured what better way to strike up a conversation with men than to ask them about something that they love, which is farts. And at the end of the day, doesn't everybody love farts?
I mean, I think they're funny.
They're hilarious.
Except last night they weren't funny.
Sometimes they're not.
But yeah.
But most of the time they are, which is why this is such a compelling question. So, on my Tinder profile, it says, question for science. Do farts push the poop out, or does poop push the farts out? And I gotta say, it has wielded some very fascinating results.
Okay, I can't wait to see
These
this.
conversations are the fucking best.
You took this to another level, man. You really did. I love it.
It's great. So some of them are subtle. They don't go straight in with fart talk. They start with something smaller and then they work their way up. So this guy, Paul, says, comments on one of my pictures. What a majestic picture. Where is this? Blah, blah, blah. We go down. Lovely. By the way, I think farts push the poop out. So he, built up to it, which, is the safe way to play it. Now this guy, Jimmy, went ahead and asked, hey, so intro first, or do we just jump into a conversation about farts? And I said, FFA, homie, farts first always. And he gets scientific. He says, well, according to science, mass moves mass. So it stands to reason that a fart would be pushed out by a deuce.
Okay.
What say ye?
So he's saying, and I'm going to go into specifics, that it's kind of like a sausage machine. As you eat, mass is pushing
Moves
out.
mass. Correct.
Correct.
But
Pushing out what's ahead of it.
But are farts defined as mass? Because they're gas. A fart is gas.
So do you picture it in your intestines? A turd, a gap of gas, another turd? Like
I suppose that's what he's saying, yeah. I mean, if we're talking about mass,
what if
moving
you're
mass,
like really gassy and there's no poop and it's like just gas,
and there is that scenario as well. There's another scenario. This is why this is a very important question.
In your butt from your intestines, is it in there?
Like just sitting in there until
Gas
mass moves
pockets.
it out?
Yeah, gas pockets.
I don't know. They asked Dr. Drew about this, and I can't remember what he said. Maybe I should have researched that before I started this segment.
That is hilarious. That puts a whole new opinion on it for me now.
Well, and also it begs the question, are farts mass? Is that considered mass? Because he says mass moves mass. There are more theories. So, some guys just came right out with the fart conversation, which I got to say I appreciate the most. I really got a lot of kicks out of this.
This is
lots
good.
of laughs.
This is good.
So Xavier says right off the bat, farts push the poop out. Farts push the poop out like a bullet from a gun. And I say, interesting answer. If it's farts doing the pushing, why do farts come out before the poop?
So he thinks it's pressure.
Yeah, well,
He's saying it's like pressure.
yeah,
like
he
a
says,
cannon.
Yeah, farts push the poop out
Like
like
a
a bullet
cannon.
from a gun. Yeah.
Like-
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he says,
Pressure.
He says, well, one thing that I could think of off the top of my head, our intestines are flexible, unlike the chamber from a gun. So what I'm thinking is that it simply goes around the poop. But if you push too hard, the air pressure is too much, and now you have a turtle head peeking over the hills. Are these not the best tender conversations you've ever heard in your life?
What are the hills?
The hills are the butt cheeks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
At the bottom he says, interesting. I did some remarkable research.
Oh my God, I completely missed that. Maybe I need to go back and see what Xavier
I want to
said.
know what his research is.
Okay,
He
so-
actually got into it.
Yeah, next week we will see what else Xavier said.
Don't ever talk to these men again because
Oh, I don't.
they could be into it, if you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
the poo.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. Very fair point. However, I feel like I set it up in a way
Yeah.
that
It makes it a
makes
joke
it
right
like
off.
obviously I'm joking.
Yeah. For science.
for science. I just want to put it out there again that this was not my idea. This is a long-running joke from the Your Mom's House podcast. If
They
you
get the
guys-
credit.
they definitely get the credit. This is not coming from me. So if you've never seen this podcast,
I hope Tom Segura does see this podcast, or Christine.
I hope Christina sees it.
And because you took it up a notch.
Yeah.
To do this on your Tinder.
Well, when it comes down to it, Christina is really the fart connoisseur on
True.
that
That's
show.
true. That is true.
So I hope it goes to Christina, and we'll just see what happens. However, this is the final Tinder example that I have.
Wait, who is
Yeah,
that?
This is my favorite one. So this comes
Is that
from
my nephew?
No way!
Oh.
Shut up.
I don't know.
Is it your nephew?
I don't know. That's his
No.
I can't see.
Oh my god! If that's your nephew, I'm gonna fucking die. Let me. Okay.
My nephew lives in Albuquerque,
Let me zoom.
and he has a
let me zoom in
girlfriend.
on
He
his
better
face.
not be on Tinder.
Well, we finna see, I guess. Oh, it's not. We'll look at it later.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this guy says,
Farts
"This is my favorite one. Read it. Read it."
Farts are little thieves who sneak past the big bad poop guards who protect the anus from being breached like a castle. Like a castle.
Oh my god!
The
my
anus
favorite.
from being breached, like the anus is,
Oh,
the
God.
gate.
That's my favorite one for sure. I really loved Xavier's answer, but that
that's
one.
actually
And now that I
hilarious.
think about it, I think I went back and forth for a while with Xavier, and then I also think I went back and forth for a while with this guy, the second guy, Jimmy. If I remember correctly,
Okay,
I think
mass
we went
moves
back
mass,
and
yeah.
forth for a while. So next week, we'll look further into the conversations with Jimmy and also Xavier,
Okay.
because I think we went pretty deep in. No pun intended. And then also, because I had such fascinating results from Tinder, I also went on Hinge and I did the same thing, and I've got some information.
I do not know about Hinge.
Yeah, so Hinge is like the newer one that everyone's doing. I haven't done it for very long, so I don't have much to report back. But the fart question is still getting a lot of hits. So next week we'll take a look a little bit
Okay.
deeper into these conversations, and then also at the results from Hinge.
Okay, sweet.
But this is my new
This
favorite
is
thing.
hilarious.
Oh my god, it's great.
This
Guys
is great.
love talking about farts.
I love it.
You, like, if you want to have a real, genuine conversation with someone on these dating apps, other than like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
Nothing, and then it never goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, how was your day today? Great, and then it never goes anywhere. Put a question on your profile that the men are going to respond to, and they're going to respond to farts. I mean, it's just going to happen. And you'll have a lot more fun on dating sites than you've
I think
ever
that's
had
funny.
in your life. I
think that's
promise
funny.
you that. I promise.
I like. So intro first, or
Yeah, we just jump.
do we
right
just
into
top
a
right
conversation.
into it? Just jump right into it.
FFA, homie. Farts first, always. Oh man, that'll be a great pastime for when
It will,
when
yeah.
I'm recovering.
Yeah.
I'll just be on Tinder all day, collecting
about
data.
farts.
Collecting data. Now it really is for science. Like, we have an outlet.
Now,
to
yeah,
give
now it
this,
really
you know,
is.
this
You're
information.
you're-
Now it really is for the people. It really is important, poignant information.
You're doing a what do you call those things that they pay you? It's like a group thing.
Oh yeah,
like
like
a focus group.
a focus group.
Yeah.
Yeah, focus group.
Farts and
And mine's really about like how men respond to something that's completely out of the
Yeah.
ordinary. Like, I'm sure some men are repulsed
they're
by
like,
it.
oh, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
like,
and the men that are repulsed by it are the
I don't
wrong
wanna,
men.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
a way to weed out the men that I know I won't get along with. Because if you can't talk about farts and poop, then like you're not going to be able to handle
Yeah.
me. You can't handle the conversations that we're going to have. Because like, yeah, that's basics, homie.
That is basic.
That's 101.
Yep.
That's 101. So if you can't do that,
Right out the gates.
yeah, let's just weed them out right out the bat, out the gate, off the bat.
Yeah.
Off the bat and out the gate. So that is a fascinating experiment that I will be bringing back frequently. Hopefully every
Okay,
podcast
I'm down.
will
I think
have
that's
some.
going to be hilarious.
Yeah, it's super fun. Well, if you don't have anything else, I'll move on to the last thing.
Yeah,
If you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, are you sure you're ready?
Yeah.
Because
Don't make me question it.
because I have worked in the optical industry pretty much my whole life. I'm back in the States for a bit, and I am also working in the industry again.
Uh-huh.
And I saw an article that really fascinated me, and it just so happens that there's a video. So I just wanted to show it to you because it is quite a fascinating thing. Now, let's see if I can... Oh, no, that's not it. So apparently
almost.
in California, there was an older woman that I guess, I don't know if she was confused or she doesn't know how contact lenses work, but she piled 23 contacts on top of each other, and had to go to an ophthalmologist and have them removed from her eye.
Wait. 23? That's going to be like...
Well, what happened is that the
They
contact
were back
lenses
there?
rolled back, right? Because that can happen sometimes. As you see here.
I wonder how many I have back there. Should I go to get it checked? How can you go get it checked?
You don't, I would...
How can you watch this? You hate shit about...
But because I've done, this is like a Tuesday to me. I've seen this stuff like this many times.
Yeah, but you can't stand shit with the eye.
Yeah, well, that's only like being around it. Like if you have something contagious is really gross to me. I can't do that. But like watching it, I just thought it was really interesting.
The comments!
Okay, hold on. Where are the comments?
She had better vision than Superman. Remember he had. I'm crying from gagging.
Yeah, well, I just thought that would be a fun story to tell.
I don't think we should do that one last. That segment.
We
should do it like
why?
in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can have something to distract me afterwards.
I do it at the end because I know that you're going to gag to the point where you have tears coming out of your eyes.
Like now?
Which is the most fun for me. And also, I'm trying to do you a solid with your eye makeup.
Brand new makeup too.
Yeah.
What a waste.
You knew it was coming. Like you knew
I totally
that the
forgot
lead up,
actually.
Yeah, well, I got to be honest. So I didn't have a Make Tracy gag
On the outline.
planned. No, it wasn't on the outline.
Okay.
And it was
Until
a very...
you saw that?
Yes. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw it and I was like, oh my
Ew.
God, what a perfect thing to do for Make Tracy gag.
What?
And
Whose page did you see that shit on?
it was on All Things Comedy. It was a podcast. They were talking about it. And one of the guys started doing exactly what you did. And I was like, oh, excellent. This is going to be a perfect Make Tracy gag segment.
How is she not in How is she not in pain? I feel like I'm going to pass out.
No, well, once it goes, she was older, so... Sometimes you can't really...
Some people shouldn't wear contacts.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know how you got 23 in there. Like, I could see maybe 2, 3 at the most.
I'm going to wet my pants. I'm going to have to wash this blanket. I might have to wash this blanket that I'm sitting on.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't understand, honestly, how she got 23 in there, but I'm glad they got them out. It was also really weird to me how green they are. Like, what kind of contacts are those that are, like, super green? Or maybe they were just like that because they had been in there for so long. All I have to do is keep talking about it, and I'm in. I'm already in. I'm in. No.
Okay, we're gonna end this on a very sad note.
No, why? Oh my God, I'm having such a good time right now.
I just want to say, rest in peace, Leslie Jordan. He was so funny because he's a comedian.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
he died today, right?
Today.
Yeah.
Sad.
That is sad. You know what's funny though? The drama over Tom Brady. It makes me laugh. But that is for a separate podcast.
Yeah.
We'll save all those opinions for our sports podcast.
Oh, yeah. The sports podcast.
Yeah, so we'll
the
save
drama
it all
between Tom Brady, Giselle, and Anthony Brown.
Oof. Yeah. It's heating up, isn't it? Heating up. So, we had fun today, guys. Love y'all. Love you, Hanny.
Yeah, love you, Hanny.
All right. We outs.
Oh, my God.